Hello students, in last video we already discussed how to do the stoichiometric calculations with examples. Now let us discuss limiting reagent. Okay, before going to that, we should come to know the definition. If you see the definition, what is the limiting reagent means? In a chemical reaction, reactants, talking about the what? Reactants which is present in the lesser amount gets consumed after some time. After that, no further reaction takes place, whatever be the amount of the other reactant presence. Hence, the reactant which gets consumed and limits the amount of the product formed and is called limiting reagent. Okay. What is the meaning of this definition? Let us see with the examples. Okay. Here I am taking the one case, first example. First mole relation I am taking. For example, here we have an equation that is a plus b gives rise to ab2. Think about that. Here just think about this is ab. Okay. So in this reaction what happened? If you see here, according to stoichiometric equation, this is a balanced chemical equation. Balanced chemical equation means what? Number of atoms at reactant side and product side should be same. So here we have the 1 mole of A means A, here also 1 mole of A is there. Here we have the B 1 atom. Here also we have the 1 B atom. So this is a balanced chemical equation. Now according to stoichiometric equation means according to balanced equation, 1 mole of A react with the 1 mole of B gives rise to 1 mole of AB. Okay. This is I took the according to mole. So if someone given, okay, now if someone given 0.5 mole of B, so what happened? This is less amount than that of required. Okay. So generally what happened according to stoichiometric equation, 1 mole of A near the 1 mole of B. But what happened here in this case? If someone given 0.5 only, so what happened? It is less than the required. So in this case what happened? If once B is over, A does not going to go, it will go for the further reaction. Okay. Why? Because means A need the how much here they should be unequal. Why? Because 1 mole of A react with the 1 mole of B. If you given the 0.5 mole of B means now A what happened? It is also going to react only 0.5 A. 0.5 mole of A. So here what is going to limit? Here in this reaction is going to limit by because of B. Now this is called as a limiting reagent in this reaction, means it is a less than that required. So after that whatever amount of the A is present, it does not matter, it does not reaction takes place. Why? Because means we have the lesser amount of B. After that there is no further reaction. So because of that reason it is called as a what? Limiting reagent, means the reaction is going to be limit. This is called as what? Limiting reagent. Now if you take the another example, I am taking the now mass relation. Okay. Same A, here we have the A plus B gives rise to again here AB. Okay. This is a balanced chemical equation. Make it correction in the notes also. This is AB, not AB2. So if you see the number of atoms, both the sides should be same. Now if you see the according to I am taking about the what? Stoichiometric equation. Stoichiometry means what? Balanced equation. So if you see here 20 grams of A need what? 10 grams of B gives rise to 30 grams of AB is going to be given. This is the word according to stoichiometric equation. But here what happens? Someone given you 15 grams of A and 10 grams of B given. So actually what happened? B needs the 20 grams of A. But here what happened? 10 grams of B is there but only 15 grams of A is there. So this 15 grams react with the how much amount of required? That is going to react with the B. After that there is no further reaction. Why? Because this is in the now it is in the lesser amount. So less than that of the required. So therefore in this case A is the limiting reagent. So what happened here? In this case what? A is the limiting reagent. So now let us come to see the definition again. Here what happened in a chemical reaction. So we are talking about the chemical reaction in that reactant. Okay, we are talking about the only reactant, not the product. Reactants which is present in lesser amount gets consumed after some time and after that no further reaction takes place. So what happened here? In this case we have the 0.5 m, it is going to consume. Okay, in this 15 grams A is the lesser present in the lesser amount. So here what happened? After that further no reaction takes place whatever the amount of other reactant presence. So what happened? Once here in this case 0.5 be consumed, how much amount of AB left? There is no further reaction is going to take place. In this case what happened? Once 15 gram of A is finished with mix, If whatever the amount of B is left, there is no further reaction taking place. So hence the reactant which gets consumed and limits the amount of product formed and is called as a limiting reagent. So after that what happens, which is going to be consumed and after that no further reaction taking place, that reagent is called as what? Limiting reagent. Okay. Now one important note here, limiting reagent can be known from stoichiometric equation only. So first you have to write the stoichiometric equation, from after that only you can come to know the limiting reagent. Okay, now let us see the examples. Based on here we have the, in the textbook we have the problem number 5.5. What is the given there in the problem? Numerical problem, 50 kg of nitrogen and 10 kg of hydrogen are mixed to produce ammonia gas. Okay, calculate the ammonia formed. Now if they given there were 50 kg of nitrogen, 10 kg of hydrogen going to produce ammonia. They asking the what? Calculate the ammonia formed. Identify limiting reagent in the production of ammonia in this situation. So you have to identify the how much amount of ammonia going to produce. So you have to identify along with that what? Limiting reagent. Now go for the solutions. So data given what? Mass of nitrogen given. How much given? 50 kg. Okay. For the sake of convenience, we are going to convert as a kg into grams. Why? Because means you know very well 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. So 50 into 10 to the power of 3 grams. Nothing but 50,000 here, the mass of nitrogen. Now again what the given? Mass of hydrogen given. How much? That is 10 kg. So this kg converted into grams. So into 10 to the power of 3. Why? Because means 1 kg equal to 1000 grams, or you can write the 10 to the power of 3 grams. So 10 into 10 to the power of 3 grams. Okay. Now chemical equation. So already we discussed for identifying limiting reagent, we should write the balanced chemical equation. So you should able to write the N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH2. This is a balanced chemical equation. And if someone write here, important, if you divide the equation with the multiplied with the 2, what happened? 2N2 plus 6H2 gives rise to 4NH3. That equation also balanced. But very important, you have to write the equation in simplest whole number ratio. Okay, what I am telling, if you multiply the total equation with the 2 means what happened? 2N2 plus 6H2 gives rise to 4NH3. That is also balanced equation, but always you have to write the simplest whole number ratio. So I am writing the equation, balanced chemical equation, the simplest whole number ratio. Now so this is the balanced chemical equation we have to write. So now according to stoichiometry, here if you see stoichiometry, molar mass of nitrogen how much? 28 grams. Okay, here one hydrogen molecule means we have the 2 grams, but in the stoichiometry equation we have the 3 moles means 3 into 2 grams nothing but 6 grams. Here molar mass of ammonia how much? 17 grams. Here we have the 2 moles, 2 into 17 grams means nothing but 34 grams of ammonia. Now according to stoichiometry, what here if you see 28 grams of nitrogen react with the 6 grams of hydrogen gives rise to 34 grams of ammonia. This is what according to stoichiometric equation. Now here our question is what? First we have to identify the limiting reagent. So limiting reagent, is it a nitrogen or hydrogen? We have to identify. So limiting reagent should be present at the reactant only. We are not thinking about the product. Okay. So in the reactant side we have the nitrogen and hydrogen. Among these, in between these two, which is the limiting reagent, we have to identify first. Why? Because means formation of product, nothing but formation of ammonia depends on the limiting reagent only. So first what the question asks, how much ammonia, calculate the amount of ammonia they ask. So first you have to identify the limiting reagent. After that you have to discuss how much amount of ammonia going to be produced. Okay. So according to stoichiometry, this much of 28 grams of nitrogen react with the 6 grams of hydrogen gives rise to 34 grams of ammonia. Now we are going to discuss how we have to identify the limiting reagent. Now I am taking the mass relation. Why we have to take the mass relation means in the problem numerical data given the 50 grams of nitrogen, 10,000 grams of hydrogen is there. So I am taking the mass relation only. So here if you see the according to stoichiometric equation, 28 grams of nitrogen needs 6 grams of hydrogen. Here already we saw 28 grams of nitrogen need how much? 6 grams of hydrogen need. So in the data given how much? 50,000 grams of nitrogen given. So 50 into 10 to the power of 3 grams of nitrogen need how much of amount of hydrogen? So if you go for the cross multiplication, 50 into 10 to the power of 3 grams of nitrogen into 6 grams of hydrogen divided with the 28 grams of nitrogen. So this will get cancelled. So if you go for the simplification, here what, this is a 6 grams of hydrogen, isn't it? So you left with the what, some simplification, how much, 10,714 grams of hydrogen needed. Okay, so for this much of amount of nitrogen we need how much amount of hydrogen, 10,714 grams of hydrogen needed. But here what happened, they given in the here, but given how much, 10,000 only they given. Okay, 10 into the power of 3 grams means you can write the what, 10,000 grams only. So making correction in the notes, we have only 1,000, this is a 10,000. Okay, this is not the 1,000, this is a 10,000 grams we need. Okay, so according to stoichiometry, this much of nitrogen want to react means how much we need here, 10,714 grams we need. But the given how much for us, only 10,000 grams only given. Okay, now let us see here next case. 6 grams of hydrogen needs how much, 20 grams of nitrogen. Now go for the reverse. 6 grams of nitrogen, 6 grams of hydrogen need 28 grams of nitrogen. So for us how much given hydrogen, 10,000 grams. How much we need nitrogen means, if you go for the cross multiplication, 10,000 grams into 28 grams of, this is what, 28 grams of nitrogen divided with the 6 grams of hydrogen. So 6 grams of hydrogen, this grams of hydrogen will get cancelled. You left with the what, if you go for the simplification, we have 46,666 grams of nitrogen we need. Okay, so but given how much for us how much they given, 50,000 grams are given. So according to what, these 6 grams of hydrogen need how much here, 28 grams. For 10,000, this is a 10,000, not the 1,000. 10,000 grams of hydrogen need how much amount of nitrogen means, we need the 46,666 grams of nitrogen needed. But how much they given, 50,000 they given. So it is what, more than required. Now if you see the here hydrogen case, we need the 10,714 grams of hydrogen. But how much they given, only 10,000 given. So in this case the limiting reagent is what, hydrogen. So here in N2,3H2, here in the according to data, which is the limiting reagent, hydrogen. Now the product formation depends on this limiting reagent. Now let us discuss the limiting reagent. So here limiting reagent is the deciding factor for the formation of product. So I am taking the now hydrogen, already we decided hydrogen as the limiting reagent. Now I am talking about the formation of product based on the hydrogen. So according to the stoichiometric equation, what, 6 grams of hydrogen going to produce the 34 grams of ammonia. But in the what, in the data given how much, 10 into 10 to the power of 3 grams hydrogen, how much going to produce. Now if you go for the cross multiplication, 34 grams of ammonia into 10 into 10 to the power of 3 grams of hydrogen divided with the what, 6 grams of, this is 6 grams of hydrogen. So what happened, if you go simplification, 6 grams of hydrogen will get cancelled. You left with the what, 56,066 grams of ammonia going to be produced. This is in the grams. If I need in the kg means, because in the answer in text question we have the answer in the kg. So this grams I am going to convert into kg. How means 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. If I want 1 gram means how it's going to get, 1 by 1000 kg. So 1 gram equal to 1 by 1000 kg. So instead of this gram you are going to substitute the what, 1 gram, instead of this you are going to substitute 1 by 1000. Okay, so how much you are getting the kg now, 56.66 kg. So therefore 56.66 kg of ammonia is produced. Okay, this is the limiting reagent. So limiting reagent is important. So in limiting reagent, what you have to do, first what we have done, they ask the question, some amount of nitrogen, hydrogen given, they ask the formation of ammonia, how much going to produce. So if you want to calculate the production of ammonia means, first you have to identify the limiting reagent. While writing the limiting reagent, first you have to go for the stoichiometric equation, nothing but balanced chemical equation. That too in the, you have to write the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, after identifying the limiting reagent, what you are going to do, you are going to tell the formation of amount of product formed based on the limiting reagent. In this example, this 6 grams of hydrogen is the our limiting reagent. So based on that hydrogen only, you are going to tell the formation of ammonia. Okay, this is about the limiting reagent. So based on the in-text question, we have the in-text question, the backside test book you have to work out.